Morning students. So, previous class completed exercise 3.3, same as example. So, solve it, and if any doubts then ask. So, now start elementary operation of a matrix. Elementary operation. Elementary operation of a matrix. Elementary operation, that is elementary transformation. So, what is elementary transformation? Elementary transformation means either using row operation or column operation. Elementary transformation, that is, if any matrix start operation row operation, then whole in that question using row operation. If start column operation, then whole that question using column operation. So, elementary operation means using any one method, either row operation or column operation. So, what is the elementary operation? So, first is the interchange, right? First operation, the interchange of any two rows or two columns. Interchange of any two rows or two columns. Interchange means that is Ri change into Rj or Rj change into Ri. Similarly, Ci change into Cj or Cj change into Ci. Interchange, any two row are interchange, that is R1 change to R2 or R2 change to R1. For example, suppose this is a matrix 2, 3, 5, 6. Suppose this is 2 cross 2 matrix, and use interchange. Suppose R1 change into R2 and R2 change into R1. So, this becomes R1 change into R2 and R2 change into R1. So, R1 becomes 5, 6 and R2 is 2, 3. So, when R1, R2 interchange, we get new matrix. Next operation, right? The multiplication of the elements of any row or columns by a non-zero numbers. I repeat, the multiplication of elements of any row or columns by a non-zero numbers. That is, suppose Ri any row and multiply any non-zero real number. So, suppose k any non-zero, then Ri change to k into Ri. Ri suppose any one row, then Ri change to k into Ri, where k is non-zero, Similarly, in same matrix, suppose 2, 3, 5, 6. Suppose here using in second row R2, suppose change into 2 into R2. Similarly, R1 also change. Then new matrix we get R1 is same, R2 multiply by 2, R2 is 5, 6, multiply by 2, then 2 into 5, 10 and 2 into 6, 12. So, this is the new matrix when R2 is changed. Third operation, is the addition of element, right? Third operation, the addition of the elements of any row or columns, the corresponding element of any other row or columns, multiply by any non-zero numbers, that is Ri change to Ri plus some constant k into other row. Ri change to Ri plus some constant k into other row. You remember, if Ri change, then first write Ri. Similarly, Ci change, then Ci plus k into Cj. Suppose same example, 2, 3, 5, 6 is any matrix, and suppose here use C1. C1 change into C1 plus 2 C2. Suppose C1 change into 2 plus C1 plus 2 C2. So C1, this is the C1 that is change C2 multiply by 2. So when multiply by 2 becomes 6, then 2 plus 6, 8, multiply by 2, so 12, and 5 plus 12, 17. So this is the C1, because C1 is equal to C1 plus 2 C1, 2 multiply 12 plus 5, 17, and C2 same, 36. So this is the third operation. So only 3 elementary operation. Only 3 operations are used in elementary transformation. Only 3 operations. Next, invertible matrices. Invertible matrix. Right definition. If A is any square matrix, if A is any square matrix, if there exists another square matrix B such that A into B is equal to B into A is equal to I, where I is the identity matrix, then A is called invertible matrix and B is its inverse. That is, B is equal to, and inverse of A is denoted by this symbol. This is read as inverse of A, and here B is called inverse of A. That is, B is equal to A inverse. So this is the invertible matrix. And theorem number 3. In that case, B is the inverse of A and A is the inverse of B. In both cases, A is the inverse of B and B also inverse of A. Okay. So theorem number 3. Theorem number 3. Uniqueness of inverse. Uniqueness of inverse, that is, inverse of a square matrix, if it exists, it is unique. Uniqueness of inverse, that is, inverse of any square matrix is unique. So suppose let B and C be the inverse of A. If possible, then we suppose that B and C are two inverse of a matrix A, but here so that inverse is unique, that is, so that B is equal to C. And since B is the inverse of A, therefore A into B is equal to B into A is equal to I by definition, by this definition. Similarly, C is also inverse of A, so A into C is equal to C into A is equal to I. Suppose first here, so that B is equal to C, since B matrix can retain B into I, because I is the identity matrix, and I can retain A into C, so B into A into C. By first use associative law, B into A into C by associative law, and B into A is equal to I. So this is equal to I into C, and I into C is equal to C. So here B is equal to C, that is inverse of, if inverse exists, then that inverse is unique. Next, theorem number 4. Theorem 4. A and B are invertible matrices of the same order, then show that A and B invertible matrices, then show that A into B whole inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. Here A and B both are invertible matrices. You know that if B is the inverse of A, then A into B is equal to B into A is equal to I. By definition, if B is the inverse of A, then A into B is equal to B into A is equal to I. Suppose this is a matrix, one matrix, then so that its inverse equal to this. So if product of two matrix is equal to identity, then one is called inverse of other. So find here product of these two matrix. So that is find A into B inverse A inverse. If product of these two matrix is equal to identity matrix, then one is the inverse of other. So use distributive law. Suppose this is one matrix. So this, use associative law. So this is equal to AB into B inverse into A inverse by associative law. Again use associative law. So A into B inverse into A inverse by associative law, and B into B inverse is equal to I into A inverse, because B into B inverse, here B is the inverse of A, that is A into A inverse is equal to I. Since A into A inverse is equal to I and A into I is equal to A, so A into A inverse and A into A inverse is equal to I. So AB into B inverse A inverse is equal to I. Similarly, B inverse A inverse into AB is equal to I. So therefore AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse, that is, this is the inverse of AB. So AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. So next, inverse of a matrix by elementary operation. Write inverse of a matrix by elementary operation. Inverse of a matrix by elementary operation. Inverse of a matrix by elementary operation. Elementary operation means either use row operation or column operation. Suppose in row operation use A is equal to I into A. In row operation use A is equal to I into A, and column operation use A is equal to A into I. For column operation use A is equal to A into I. And suppose for A inverse, or example number 23, use example number 23. Example number 23. By using elementary operation, find the inverse of the following matrix. Elementary operation, that is using row operation or column operation. If not mentioned, then using any one operation. If mentioned in the question, that is find the inverse using row operation, then use only row operation, not use column operation. So here method not mentioned, that is row operation, column operation not mentioned, then use any one method, that is either row operation or column operation. So matrix given A is equal to 1, 2 and 2 minus 1, using, suppose I use row operation. Since row operation use A is equal to IA, since A is equal to IA, then use elementary transformation and this equation change into this form, I is equal to B into A. Using elementary operation and change this matrix into identity matrix, then I change into other matrix, suppose B. So put value A given 1 2 2 minus 1, I that is identity matrix 1 0 0 1 into right A, because A is same, not change in right side A. So put same value is A. This matrix becomes identity matrix, and identity matrix that is 1 0 0 1, that is first entry is 1. For identity matrix first entry 1 already given. Since use row operation, so first make identity element that is 1, and using this identity element put next row entry be 0. The next row entry that is R2, R1 that is 1, this 1 element in R1, and using this R1 that is using this one makes this element will be 0, that is under the unity element. So make this element 0 and this is the R2. So use here operation, R2 change into R2 minus 2R1. Make this element be 0, make this element be 0. For 0, that is if multiply by 2 in R1 and subtract, then this will be 0. So use R2, R2 minus 2R1, R1 same, so write same R1, 1 2, and for R2 multiply by 2 in R1 and subtract. So when 2 multiply becomes 2 and minus 2 that is 0, multiply 2 that is 4 and minus, so minus 5 is equal to same write same property 1 0. Multiply by 2 and minus, that is minus 2, multiply by 2 and minus, that is same into A. You remember this matrix makes identity matrix, that is 1 0, next 0 then 1. So first make unity element, that is diagonal element, first make diagonal element be 1 1, this is 1, then second makes this element be 1. So for 1, this make will be 1, that is when divided by 5 by R2 then becomes 1. So using next property, R2 change into R2 by or 1 by minus 5 into R2, that is minus 1 by 5 into R2, that is divided by minus 5. This can also written R2 divided by minus 5. So divide minus 5. So R2 is R1 same 1 2 divided by minus 5. So 0 and 1, this equal to R1 same 1 0 divided by minus 5. So this becomes 2 by 5. And this becomes minus 1 by 5 into A. Now makes upper element, since R2 will be R2 makes 1, using this R2 now change R1 and this second entry be 0, make second entry 0, diagonal element first make diagonal element 1 1 and then its upper and lower element will be 0. First diagonal 1 and makes 0 element, that is second row or third row. Next diagonal makes 1, then make 0, since this element 1 in R2, then make 0 in R1, that is upper of this element, that is first make 0 of this element. So using this property, that is R1 change into suppose R1 minus 2R2, यह एलिमेंट को 0 बनाना है, दैट इज R2 का सेकेंड एंट्री 1, अब R1 का दिस एंट्री को 0 बनाना है. फॉर दिस एलिमेंट will be 0, multiply by 2, that is R2, and subtract, then will be 0. So this equal to R1 multiply by 2 and subtract. So multiply by 2, subtract same element, multiply by 2 and subtract 0, and R2 same. This equal to same here, multiply by 2 and subtract, that is 1 minus 4 by 5. Here 0 minus 2 by 5, so becomes plus 2 by 5, and R2 same, that is 2 by 5 and minus 1 by 5. This into A, or 1 0 0 1 is equal to subtract, so 1 by 5, and this becomes 2 by 5, 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. So this left side is the identity matrix. This becomes identity matrix. This also into A. This is identity matrix. So this matrix is the inverse of A. That is A inverse is equal to 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. This is the inverse. And using this operation, when all entries of any one row or one column be 0, then inverse does not exist. Suppose R2 all entry be 0 0, then inverse does not exist.